So this is my engineering portfolio for 1166. My name is Audrey Larson, and I am a material science engineering and civil engineering student at the University of Connecticut. Here's just a brief overview of what I did in my engineering 1166 class. So our first learning outcome was to try to interactively build within constraints. And here's a couple examples of how I did that in this class. First, we did a spaghetti tower project in which we were given material constraints as we were given just marshmallows, tape, and spaghetti to work with. And during this challenge, we had to use the materials we had and nothing else to try to build the Talus Tower. This constraint pushed us to think in unique ways. Here's our space tilt helmet project. Very similarly, we had size, weight, material, cost constraints that pushed us to design the helmet in certain ways, to give it certain properties, and to make sure that it was safe for the purpose that it was intended to. Our third learning outcome is to work effectively in multidisciplinary teams. For our Corsi Rosenthal box, I worked in a team with a biomedical engineer and a mechanical engineering student, both of whom were not in my major, and it was really fun and unique experience to hear their kind of different ways of thinking and their different perspectives. Similarly, when we did our spacesuit helmet project, I worked with a biomedical engineer and a chemical engineer, both of whom were also yet again out of my area of expertise. And this again brought new perspective to the team and definitely pushed us to think in new and challenging ways. The fourth learning outcome is to communicate and present effectively. When we did our Corsi Rosenthal box, we had to do weekly reports, and our team treated this like a kind of progress update, almost as if we were kind of sending this to our boss. We would show projections, goals in these reports, and we tried to make them as comprehensive and down to earth as possible so that we could communicate effectively through these weekly reports. For the spacesuit helmet project, we had to create a final poster, and in this final poster, we tried to make the poster as comprehensive and understandable to all audiences as we were presenting to people who were walking by, and we didn't know their backgrounds, so we just tried to be as, comprehensive and down to earth as possible with our poster, and the three of us put in equal work to try to make this happen. And then for our final learning outcome, we wanted to apply our ethical responsibilities as engineers. And specifically in the Corsi Rosenthal box project, because we were putting this in a classroom with students who are young, we had to kind of make sure that we were thinking about their safety, making sure that we weren't doing anything to possibly hurt anyone. And we had to just make sure that we were putting our best effort into making sure that the box was safe to be in the classroom and would not only do its job, but wouldn't cause any other issues. Similarly, for the spacesuit helmet project, we put ourselves in these same shoes again and worried about the safety of our user and made sure that we were factoring possible malfunctions in the temperature reading and things like that to make sure that the user would be safe in all situations, and that we were doing our best as engineers to make sure that this happened. So that is my engineering portfolio. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for listening.